Good morning, Mucker and Mucker's Movies. Today we're at the church of St. Peter and St. Paul in Muchelney. It's a little village not far away from Langport. It's another nice day again. The church of Peter and St. Paul's lies safe on the high point of the village of Muchelney, meaning Great Island. Behind it are the ruins of the abbey. Opposite is a medieval priest house, one of the oldest in the country. The church has two doorways, the main one on the north side of the building and a second larger doorway on the west side. As you enter the church, take a pause while you look around and consider the number of people who have walked through the doorway before you. I'll show you the ceiling in here later on. It's really unusual. The stairway behind the glass leads to a medieval room over the north porch. Some old steps leading to somewhere. Box pews. The box pews, constructed of pine and oak, were added in 1894 and included 4 ornate 17th century reused poppy heads on the north-east section. Here we have an old font. Lead lines. Let's just take you around the different. The font is 14th century, with simple carvings showing the Blessed Virgin, the Crucifixion, and 2 humble figures kneeling. Take a stone from the pile in the font, and as you hold it, think of those burdens you carry in your soul. Feel its weight and its warmth in your hand. Allow yourself to feel held by God. If you wish to place a stone on a small pile at the foot of the font, or keep it with you. That's my little pebble we put down. Over here. Here we have in the memory of God, to the glory of God, in love and memory of Alfred Jeffreys. The interior walls of this church were restored by his wife, 1931. Presented to the residents of Muchelney from BBC Points of West, 2014. Nice outdoor. Let's go back a bit so you can see it. Big window. This bell tower directly above us. Regarding the celebration of the community spirit, courage, patience and resilience shown by the flooded villages of Somerset. This tower was restored to the glory of God in love and memory of Evelyn Ann Woodroff, X. J.P., who entered in the rest the 23rd of December 1930. An enduring testimony to the shining truth and steadfast honour manifest in her life, Vincent O'Mana Virtuous. Holy, holy, Lord of God of hosts. Is that a tomb behind there, do you think? Okay, here's the ceiling. What do you think of this? Lots of topless angels. The ceiling probably painted by a number of unknown artists in the early 1600s. The angels are wearing Tudor costumes, and unusually, some are very feminine. Unusual thing to see in a church. This was in the days when such things were frowned upon. go round. No, we go down this way. Painting of the arms of George III. Let's go round there, see what this is all about. The wall hanging depicts scenes, birds and animals familiar to all who lives in Somerset. It is painted on canvas and is by Julia Manning. It was commissioned by Mr. and Mrs. Miller of Granary Barn, Muchelney, and hung on the wall for many years. After Felicity Miller died in 2011, her family kindly gave the painting to the church. I can't get close enough to read that, sorry. Side there, turn this to keep out. There's an wooden chest. Whoops. That was me. Pulpit was made in 1830 for the Lord Mayor's Chapel in Bristol, as was the brass lectern. They came here in 1898 and 1892. Brass handrails. Let's go up and have a look from there. Get a closer look at the ceiling from here as well. Back of the organ. Nice carvings on this old arch as well. Looks like there's another organ up there, smaller one. I'll see you at the bottom of these steps. There we are, back on ground level. Really nice pulpit, nicely decorated. We have the organ in front of it. Restored by G. O. Osmond and Co. Taunton. G. E. O. Osmond, organ builder, Taunton. There's all your what I would call foot pedals. Nice window hid away up here. What do you think of this window then? The tall panels in the east end window are full of colourful Victorian glass. Above them, the small panels are medieval glass made from around 1200 AD. The picture behind the altar is a copy of the work by Sir Anthony van Dyck. It was almost certainly painted by Lady Mary Long in the middle of the 19th century. Should be able to read this yourself, it's nice and clear. Very old looking chairs. Let's go over here a minute, get a better view of this window. The two side windows are roundels of the 17th century, Flemish glass. We do not know how they came to be here, but the Flemish were in these parts at the time working on the land drainage system. Go over this way. There's another lovely window. St. Peter, St. John, St. Paul. Very old painting. Here we have a sign saying, please don't walk on the tiles, so we're not going to walk on the tiles. Around the altar are ancient tiles dating from the 12th century. They came from the Lady Chapel of the Abbey and have been buried for 300 years. I think the tiles that we saw earlier next to the font probably are dates from the 12th century as well. Let's have one more last look at that window. We have in thankful and grateful remembrance of Grace Ball Stuckley, daughter of William and Anne Susan Stuckley of this parish, born 19th of October 1812, passed over on the 30th of March 1902. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. In the Lady Chapel are two painted wooden monk-like figures of unknown origin. A very old looking cupboard. Drawing of the font. By William Walter Weaverley, 1811 to 1885. Another old photo painting, I should say, from outside the church. In February 2014, I was given by a child from Frome to comfort the people of this village as they struggled with the floods. Please leave me here to go on watching over them. I should imagine there's some statues standing in there many years ago. And we have Friends of Muchelney Church. Here, you can see it better. I won't open that. There are some lovely flagstones in this church. Another door to the outside. Well, that's it from inside the church. One more quick look at the ceiling. Right, let's go outside and take a look around. Right, as you can see, since we've been in the church, it's been pouring down with rain. Let's have a little look around the cemetery, or the churchyard as you call it. These are all really oak graves. Can't see nothing on them anymore. No inscriptions. Newer graves over there. A couple of oak tombs. See if there's anything on the other side of these. Here's the body of Joseph Larvad, who died 1699 and was buried on the 13th day of November 1699, aged 92. Some more very old stones. Oh, sun's coming out again now. All these tombs are so old, you can't really see any writing on it. Let's try these over here. No, I'm not having much luck with these. Try these over here. Archibald Reeves, died 1903. We've got Mary Pernard, died 1886. Can't see an age on there. Look at this one. Alice Woodburn. She died 1934, aged 43. Also her husband, Henry, he died 1964, aged 76. Also her daughter Alice, she died 1966, aged 55. Here we have Ian Moken Dunbar, CB. He died the 6th of January 1934. No, I think he was born in 1934 and he died the 21st of May 2010. We have a Mary Jane Gent, who died 1940, aged 86, and Wilfred Gent, her son, he died 1939, aged 47, and Emily Lady Cannon, she died 1939, aged 57. We have a William Perrott, he died 1928, aged 54, and his wife Florence, she died 1962, aged 77. Also Elizabeth, daughter of the above, she died 1915, aged 10 weeks. William Perrott, he died 1911. Sorry, he's born 1911, died 1983. Also his wife Elsie, she died 1989. And Florence Mary Perrott, she died 20th of April, December 2015. Here we have a William Perrott. He died 1903, aged 72. Also his wife Elizabeth, she died 1926, aged 87. Jane Bowden, widow of Samuel Baker of Clevedon and daughter of Captain Alexander Livingstone Ogley, entered into rest on March 14th, 1896, aged 86. And on the other side, we have a Samuel Baker, son of Oafsaid, for 26 years vicar of this parish, entered into rest on February 28th, 1921, aged 85. There's Muchelney Abbey there. If you're ever this way, go in and have a look around. Might get a better view of it in a minute. Octavius Amlin, died 1901, aged 87. Sarah, his wife, she died 1879, aged 70. James, her son, he died 1903. Also Sarah, her daughter, she died April the 4th, 1906. And also Elizabeth Amlin, she died 1923, aged 79. Nice Celtic cross. It looked like a Martha Broadstock. That's all I can read there. Laura Ruth, beloved wife of John White, died 1938, aged 77. Also John, he died 1949, aged 88. Some really old graves around here and tombs. We have Elizabeth, wife of Williams, who departed 1785, aged 76. And we have a Betty. She died 1820. That's all I can see on that one. Here's another view of the Abbey. Here we have like an old stone coffin. Whoever's in there probably gone down the pub for a pint. Lid's off. If I remember right, that place there, when you go in there, it's got all the medieval toilets in there. which the monks used to use when they was here. So I guess it was before medieval times. A grave there by the looks of it. Can't see that one's all overgrown. Let's have a look at this one here. That's the back of that. Like an iron cross. So if you can read this one, I can't quite make it out. Here we have a James Snook, died 1882, aged 26, and also Andy Snook, died 1882, aged 29. Another iron cross, another iron grave. Frederick Becky, died 1926, aged 55. Also Mary Matilda, died 1945, aged 66. And P.T. Kenneth Becky, killed in action in Burma, April the 27th, 1944, aged 24 years. Charles Tout, he died 1936, aged 87. And George Tout, he died 1906, aged 84. And at the top we've got Emily, she died 1899, aged 45. John Walden, I think it is. He died aged 83, 1877. Molly, his wife, she died 1869, aged 73. And we've got Thomas, died 1844, aged 15. We've got James, he died 1867, aged 31. We've got William, he died 1870, aged 32. We've got Henry, died 1889, aged 56. And we've got Elizabeth, she died 1891, aged 66. And we've got Josephine Turner, she died 1910, I believe, aged 82. See if I can read this one. No, but whoever it is, he died in 1771. And at the bottom we've got John Stuckley, Colonel Surgeon, HMSCS, eldest son of Samuel and Susanna. He died aged 35. That's all I can see. We have aunt and daughter of William A.M. and Susan Stuckley, who died 1856, aged 39. We had Walcott, he died 1870, aged 66. The body of somebody, he died 1766, aged 5 years, I believe. In love and memory, look like Alison, that's all I can see there. It looks like the village cross there. Well, that's it from the Church of St. Peter's and St. Paul in Muchelney. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. See you all again next week. Bye for now.